Copa Tanga 2025, the final open division. Bloody Clap taking on Solaris Open here on the sands of Castelldefels, just outside of Barcelona. Copa Tanga, what a wonderful festival of ultimate, beach ultimate, and we're so happy to bring you the action here at ULTI.TV. I'm Stefan Rapazzo alongside Francis Dieterle, and we'll be bringing you the action. Francis, this one looks like it's going to be a good one.
I'm super excited for this. Solaris is one of my personal favorite teams to watch on beach. They are really, really good on defense, especially. They are, in their warm-ups, they have pulled no punches. They lay out whenever it's necessary. And I got to shout out a guy who started the journey to begin with, Steph. Kevin Minderhout, Freshie K, here on the sidelines with us, the founder of Next Gen 1.0, and one of the early streamers of Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I love, big shout out to Kev. I love the work that he's done, and I must say it's inspired some of the work that I am now doing with the Tokai Super Team, and it was great to chat with Kevin about the evolution of these projects of putting some spotlights on the superstars of our sport, and yeah, really great to meet him and see this all come to fruition. But this game here, Solaris, they'll have the legs, they'll have the team cohesion, but straight up skill and pedigree has got to be bloody Clap. I mean, this have a Clapham see themselves in most open finals in Europe for, I don't know, a decade now? More? 2 decades?
Definitely going to be a barn burner. As we've said before, Clapham and Solaris are well matched. They lost on Universe, Solaris did, in their pool play. So this is going to be, I imagine, an excellent final.
The tunes are pumping. The vibes are hot. And we're just ready for this one to get underway now. We are only a pull away from the beginning, and now we have begun. That one bounces and lands and rolls. And it will be walked up to the front line. Rudy will kick things off as the sounds of Michele Mengucci are in the speakers. A wonderful man who's being honored at this tournament. Pagaini to Kozmalski. To Pagaini. And Rudy, nice hot take. Red hot right hand. Pagaini. Pops one through. Fills to Stupkevich. Pagaini. Stupkevich goes far side. Nowak. And no up line cut. Rudy to Stupkevich again. We're well over 10 passes in this possession now. Defense is tight and we've got a bump. Rag calls the pick as he bumps into Ollie Gordon. Dump space for Rudy. Rudy inside. Stupkevich, no Pagaini. Now Rudy. And Stupkevich to Pagaini. Finds corner, but not quite in. Kozmalski. Back outside, now right in front. But they can't pass that goal line until now. They get the foot down, and boy, did they work for that first goal.
Good offense, but better defense from that point. Bloody Clap really putting the screws to Solaris, making them throw a lot of passes. Excellent containment D from them. I think that Solaris is going to be very happy to score a clean hold right there. Props to Clapham, though, for the pressure that they were able to put on them.
Big props to the Bloody Clap. It is mostly Clapham, but it is a Stanford Clapham crossover. Ben Funk is the key figure of that crossover. A one-time Stanford student, alum now, and he's brought over a couple of his crew, Jeffrey, Will Chen, and a handful of others to join to both of them. And rolls out without a touch and does touch the back line. Hilltop hoods in your ear holes. I had to think this is the Jens Meyer period. Mead brings it to the front cone. Ford went deep right away, no throw. Funk gets the around, then inside to Chang. Chang to Yo. Yo to Mead. Mead fakes the big. Yo gets on his bike and Mead puts it. Beautiful throw. Absolutely beautiful throw. James Mead lays down a dime.
Really difficult execution from Mead right there, throwing that same third huck. But really, for me, Steph, that's one of the differences between good throwers and great throwers. And I think that Mead has the pedigree as one of the best throwers on this Clapham side. You can look at that as just riding the sideline the entire way. And it is also a very good read from the receiver. Boxes out perfectly and then drops out from underneath them. the big guy doing the short guy move.
Gotta love it. So 1-1 to start the game. And Eels. Josh Eels indicates and sends the pull. And that does land in and rolls out. And as the music stops, Podgaini takes the disc, rips it forward. Zions to Podgaini, Stupkevich, and Rudy. Rudy to Podgaini, and it's Stupkevich. Seeks the air.
Like you said, a rare inbounds pull from Josh Eels. But what we can see here is that the offense from...
Called there. Will Chen, Eels in the same place. Let's see where this goes. Stupkevich with the disc. Podgaini. And Eels loses his feet, couldn't stay with it. And that accounts for the completion now on the doorstep. Dump. And shoveled in, front corner. Popped in. And, ooh, a knee to the back of the head there unintentionally. I hope everybody's okay. But some space offered in the corner, and Solaris cash in.
Yeah, great offense from Solaris. As we can see, they do that little run to the same line. And Podgaini getting past Eels. That is a slippery man getting past that Eel. I think the key to that offense, too, was a lot of those wide pivots were able to open up break spaces, and we have got a very well-greased Solaris offense so far.
Keep it creasy out there. Solaris set to pull. And hoping to dictate the pace as they are in the driver's seat from the disc flip. Justin Ford, one of the greats, to Yo. Around to Rag. Rag to Gordon. One of those original next-gen members. He's not getting old, he's not getting rusty. He just...
His way. You can see that he's got all of the experience to see that that is going to come back. And, of course, he has good position. Solaris almost getting the D. Just a rushed throw from Clapham. See that it tips up. Justin Ford knows he's going to get that. He says that was easy. Small little spike to finish off the point.
So 2-2. We said it, Francis. We're going to get a good one here, is what we believe. The last two finals have been flexes from the winning teams. They've really stuck it to them. Barry's put one down on Spain women. Bling put one down on UFA. But this one we had circled and said, nah, this is going to be a good one. I don't think anyone will run away with the title here, and we're off to a good start. Rudy. From his own end. Solaris trying to navigate their way out. And a turn there. Gordon now with a chance to break for Bloody Clap. Ollie Gordon avoids the sand kick that came towards the face there. And high stall count. He travels. He does travel. It's tough to call it on the beach, but I think that one was a full step.
I completely agree. I think that Ollie Gordon lifts his pivot foot up, and the mark might have been on the ground by the time that was released. Looked like a travel to me. We'll see what their resolution is going to be, but the turnover is sort of baffling, and Solaris is just standing there looking at each other thinking, what in bloody tarnation just happened right here?
Pagani sends deep, and that's going to hit to Novak. And a nice tidy point by Solaris.
That was excellent offense from Solaris. They set that up perfectly with those large cutting lanes. Pagani, and that's a point from an all-star to an all-star. Ollie Gordon getting it done since Next Gen 1.0. And from Justin Ford, too. Solaris defender was hoping to pick that up.
I just got a shout out here. My dream through sheer ultimate admiration is in at the back of the end zone. Nice response, quick for Solaris, tied up, break in the back pocket.
So I'm not sure, Steph, and I've asked a few of the Solaris guys. I'm not sure. He is always ready to go.
Kozmalski, otherworldly, foreign planetly. He does come from somewhere else to be able to. I don't know how happy I am to have just made a bow trade. I don't even care about how happy I am to have just made a bow trade. I don't even care about jerseys much anymore. But as a number 50 wearer to get the bow trade, and almost bobbled there by Funk. You see him blow some exasperating air. Gordon to Yo. On the pickup is Dobranovsky. The around comes Bogdanov. And Dobranovsky in for the goal. Finds the corner and hits for another one.
Great breakside flow, using the wind to their advantage. You can see the pass over, and then this tight inside, which leads to a nice loop. Solaris are pumped.
Are watching with us live right now, you may have experienced some lag. Tanga vibes continue to be real. Tanga vibes continue to be real. Mead and Long now Ford. Ford, high release, there's a pick there. Suspiciously open, as they say. Is that what you're ready for, Fred?
I was going to say that Clapham has changed a little bit. They moved away from the big cuts, trying to play a little small ball on this point.
They got to find a way in, get their defense back on the fields. And Justin Ford waits, and Ashio comes back, gratuitous bid, just to let him know that he's still playing defense. Long to Ford. Ford back to Long and Mead. Mead, Justin Ford sends a low backhand to Long. Long back centered. Yo spins around but collects. Justin Ford to Yo. Yo fakes the backhand, looks back inside. Justin Ford. Lateral game is working here. James Mead trying to isolate Ford, and does. Towards the sideline, straight back to Mead, middle of the field. And they are showing some patience in front of the end zone. Fires low! And just as I said it, they put a throw that gets away.
Commentators curse. The hex of Stefan Rapazzo on the mic. Great defense from Solaris, though.
That's the first time I've ever said something like that, and the opposite has happened. The first time ever. That's an untruth that I've just told there. And we do have a timeout on the field. We're going to take a short break here.
Follow, subscribe.
What they're looking at, what the team trying to play catch up is dealing with. Don't make it the same. Lands and rolls out, or I think it lands in, rolls out. Stupke. Headed out because they're coming all the way to the brick mark. Stupkevich, Pagani goes deep early. Kozmalski. Rudy. He sends one out. Ostetsky. He sends one out. Ostetsky. Leading throw, Podgani.
You, Steve. Sprinkle, Steve. Sprinkle, Steve.
Stupkevich trying to dance around Chang. Can't do it. Rudy fills. Straight back to Podgani. Podgani leads, hits Stupkevich.
I'd like to highlight the defense, and here we see the upline again. Just nice leading pass. I'd like to highlight the defense of Stephen Chang. He guarded me at Masters in Vienna, and I have to say...
Somebody a least favorite anything goes. But least favorite to defend me is a compliment indeed.
I also have to say he bought me a beer, so he's my favorite defender.
All right, a little bit of Dieterle's all over the shop here. Mead. Yo reads it perfectly and is a meter. Swipes the forehand, trying to get it off the line. Mead dancing. Funk! Wow, great take with heavy pressure on the hip, but misses the finish. He's looking for Dom Clark, and he couldn't put it in the right place.
Excellent deep shots of Yo. You can see why he's been at the top of the European receivers for such a long time. He just, even though he's got the shorter stature, over out of Bloody Clap.
And with the disc, Gibke goes to the middle. Kazmatic will get another chance to hold.
Problem with their second opportunity on this point, and you can see that Gibke just gets a little too enthusiastic. I think the wind has changed from earlier in the point. They're going downwind. Now it's from right to left on your screen. So I think that Gibke just didn't quite adapt his deep shots in the second half.
Mead, no stranger to the deep shots, goes to Dom Clark, and they miss him again.
Inside.
Gibke, now a short field. This could be punishment if they can break again right now. Freeshin fires to the end zone, and too much on it. Hits the back cone, no chance for reception.
Same as I said before, watch the downwind.
Funk on the pickup. And we'll walk it to the front corner as cuts come into play. Funk sends it, looking for Clark, and can't get it. And we got a call. We got a call on the throw. Foul accepted. I heard them say uncontested, Francis. That's no longer the terminology.
Good enough. Good enough.
I guess we know what they're talking about. We did spend 30 some odd years saying it. But nowadays, foul, accepted or contested, not uncontested or contested. Live and learn, baby. Yo. Jeffrey turns, no disc coming. Mead fires to Jeffrey. Funk is gone. No throw. Yo is gone. And the throw does cash. Yo does what he needs to do to collect, but he's not in. Funk can't shake the D. And says, don't even look at me anymore. Throw it to somebody else. This stall count's got to be at 8. And somehow they turn and spot Dom Clark. That looked very improbable at the very end of that one.
I know that Solaris could have broken several times during that point, but that has to be a victory for Solaris. He got multiple turnovers out of Bloody Clap. And in addition to that, when after Ashio catches that deep space, he doesn't have a mark, and he can't find anybody. Solaris is just using all and making Bloody Clap's lives very difficult.
Not a good spot to be having your life made difficult. But that is the case with Solaris. They have come to play. They've got better every game in this tournament for sure. They're here to win it more so than other teams. There are a lot of teams here that are very good, very polished looking rosters, but they do have a slightly more job one. And they're doing it. Rudy brings the disc to the line. Podgaini. Rudy does not fire it. Kozmalski comes under. Low throw collected by Podgaini. A great play. Picked up by Zayons and back to Stupkevich. Stupkevich and Rudy fight. And then Podgaini. Upline cut from Rudy. And Solaris stay hot. They are tough to stop.
It's either the second or the third goal that Rudy has scored up line. When Solaris gets into difficult positions, they're not afraid to move the disc just to reset the count and then find another option. Rudy just toasting his defender right there. Excellent offense from Solaris. They should be riding high. They're at 10-7 up now.
(10-7) into the game. Sent pull that hits and rolls and comes to a stop at the back corner. That's a perfect pull, and they chase it with a zone defense here. No, it is match, but heavy pressure by the number 88 shirt.
He's a slippery man, but he gets the disc in his hands.
Dvorzecki is the injured player, and Rudy will replace. Scuba adjusted for does not work, and Dobranovsky will pick up and bring it to the line. Eels can't do anything on the mark, and it's a goal, but there is a violation, false start perhaps.
And there's never a bad time to throw a scuba except when it's hand blocked.
Yeah, except when it's hand blocked in your own end zone. Against the wind, there's all sorts that are, there are sometimes there are bad times to throw scubas. Dobranovsky, oh! And they've gifted it back. Tumbling bodies, there are crossed forearms. That means a foul. Is it? Let's look again. I didn't see a foul. But I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. Like, they were crumbling. What did you think?
I think there's a lot of contact on the torso of the Solaris player, and I'm not sure.
The receiver or the thrower?
The receiver.
Let's have one more look here. I mean, I feel like their legs got tangled up before they sent themselves, so I guess it's a validated foul call. Dobranovsky from the goal line tries to force it again, goes around, right in front, in for the goal. That one to Bogdanov, and that puts 12 on the board for Solaris.
Great work from Bogdanov. Good work to swing it around, and you can see how much of a threat Rudy poses right there as the Clapham defense crumbles around him, and then there's just a swing around and a nice flow to the open side from Bogdanov. Solaris catches another break off of that stray scooper from Ford.
And a correction, it's 7-11, not 7-12. And that would only mean one thing, Francis. What kind of beverage am I after?
Some sort of iced treat? A Slurpee, perhaps?
Better believe it. 7-11, get yourself a Slurpee. And scoreline now. But I guess this Clapham team, you can never count out. And that is why this game remains in the balance. It's a nice lead for Solaris. They should be able to put the foot down on this one. But I've seen crazier things from a Clapham outfit and come back from bigger deficits. Chang calls a foul and says, "Whoa, what about that part where you touched my hands?"
I think Stephen Chang is making the exact same argument that we made last week at Paganello, which is that the mark is pretty much always moving. There's no way that you are not moving. And he's a lefty, so that is going to stay in his hand for the most part of the release.
Yeah, there are no statue marks out there. It is very difficult to make contact while you're in the mark and claim that you were still, and Rag can't handle. He's going to play defense. Dobranovsky coming to pick up.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. Flick. Hey, sideline.
And it's into play.
Hey, get back.
And it's into play.
Hey, get back, Robbie. Get back, Robbie.
Around low, but hits.
Tight, Robbie.
Back to Dobranovsky. And into the hands of sent deep. Trying to test Ollie Gordon. Not a good idea. Gordon comes down with it. Rag. Haynes is alone, and he does. Haynes sends deep. Can Gordon do it at both ends? No, the defense comes.
Say that they've been able to put Ollie Gordon in that position.
So Bloody Clap will be feeling the pressure. They got to find breaks and find them soon now. But they have shown the potential. They're generating turns. Uh-oh. And then they've left all alone, and that's going to hurt. A full field huck. The giveaway, a miscommunication at the bat makes it 12-7, Francis.
Solaris are very clearly pumped up and break from them in a full field throw. You can see the receivers just left all in a blown switch, perhaps. Clap them. Switch, perhaps. Clap them.
Indeed. Rag, known, helped out big time with us. I'm standing up on the table here, getting in front. There's Felix. Sasha helped out with the production. Big shout out.
ULTI.TV.
For my hobby, so I'm laying low. Yes, I could rethink what I'm thinking if I had control, but I don't. So don't you be asking why I love